Hi there. I wanted to make a video on some of my driving gigs. I started off working for Walmart doing Spark, and then I got approved for DoorDash and UberEats, and also I heard about one called Roadie, which is what I'm doing right now, and that delivers packages, different things for Home Depot a lot, but also prescriptions. So sometimes you'll make $8 or $10, just go to the store and pick up a prescription, deliver it to somebody. Now I don't take most of those because by the time I leave my house and go get it, it's going to kill an hour from where I live, at least 45 minutes. So I don't want to do that for $8. But once in a while they'll have one, takes a half hour or so and pays about $20. And then when I get done with that, sometimes I'll start doing Uber and DoorDash at the same time, pick up some more money, and maybe I'll make $50. Well, yesterday I tried to get this gig I just finished. I was delivering 2 doors, entry doors, and 5 windows. And I told Roadie that I have a 5x8 trailer, which I can tow, just about anything a pickup can tow. And I have a Prius. So I guess they really didn't like that idea. But anyway, the gig expired and I thought I gave it to somebody else. Now I was picking that up where I live and then taking it about 35 miles. It paid just under $90. I thought, that might be $30-40 an hour easy. Which is better than delivering hamburgers, which is stop after stop after stop, and you might be making $20 an hour if you're lucky. So I put in for it again today because I saw it was available and they approved me. So I hooked my Prius up to my 5x8 trailer, went to Home Depot, loaded up the doors and windows, tied them down. Now, mind you, I only got 20 miles to the gallon in my Prius because these doors and windows stuck up quite a bit. So there goes the drag coefficiency. But I got them delivered, and the guys unloaded them so I didn't have to, and Home Depot loaded them so I didn't have to. I just had to tie them down securely. I just went back and forth with 2 straps across my trailer and held them right in place. Now, I decided to treat myself to breakfast, so I went to the local restaurant where I had made the delivery. Small town. I was looking at my phone. I thought, well, I wonder if there's anything else coming up. Maybe I'll have to hurry home and get another one. Well, I looked about an hour north of here to see if this one was still there. It's been there for like 2 weeks. It's too far for me to go. It's way out of my way. There is another one, so I clicked on it. And it was going from this town, which is 50 miles away, back to where I was when I was eating breakfast. And I thought, what the heck? I'll put in an offer. With Roadie, it's kind of weird. They give you a number. Let's say it's $50. You submit an offer, and they have 15 minutes to accept it or decline it. So yesterday, I assumed they gave it to somebody else, but they just rejected or didn't accept my offer and expired, I guess. So today I clicked on this one, and it paid almost $100. I think it's $98, and it's driving 50 miles up, 50 miles back. I'm driving a Prius. I get 45 miles per gallon, so a couple gallons of gas, so I'm out less than $10, and then a couple hours of my time I'm going to make almost $100. And they approved it. I was surprised, but they probably didn't have anybody else going from there to here. So here I am in the car again, making my second gig today. So between the two of them, I will make about $190, $180, $190. Not bad for half a day's work. And if I'm in the mood, later on I may do some DoorDash and UberEats. I even signed up for Walmart to deliver groceries. That hasn't been very busy. Once in a while, you get 1, maybe 2 trips a day. I think I got 3 one day when it was busy. And sometimes you'll make like 5 trips for $25, so I'm not too thrilled about it. But Roadie pays pretty good if you get some decent gigs. I delivered to the town I just left where I made that delivery. A few weeks ago, a month ago, I delivered a small shop vac in my Prius, and it paid me like $67. Maybe it was 70 something. And the other day, 20 some dollars, I went to deliver a bag of some hand tools like scrapers, knives, things like that. Something a handyman would use. I took it to this real estate agency, or property management. They were closed. I tried to contact them, got a voicemail, reported it to Roadie. They paid me like another 20 bucks to take it back to Home Depot. And then the next day, I got the gig again. So I ended up making like 60 bucks just right there in town delivering a bag of tools, small tools. So I kind of like Roadie. Maybe I'll start with, I had to update my information, let them know I have a trailer, because with my Prius and my hatchback, my wife's hatchback, they just wouldn't give me any big gigs. But with the trailer, I could always haul a refrigerator, a washer, a dryer, some lumber, whatever it might be. I'm hoping that picks up. 2 weeks ago, I was doing DoorDash and Uber almost all day. I started at 8 o'clock in the morning and I worked till 9 o'clock at night. And my next to the last trip, if I remember right, was Walmart. Just a few groceries, paid 17 bucks. And then my last trip had a nice tip, and it was like 2 blocks from my house. And that's why I decided, it's 9 o'clock, I'll quit. And I left her bottle of soda in my car, and she sent me a text message, wanted to know if they gave me a drink. I was like, oh man, it's in my car. I told her I'd bring it right over. So it's 2 blocks from my house. So I just dropped it over there, put it on her porch, and sent her a message, and she was happy. I felt kind of stupid, but the back of my car is not very bright. That's like the second time I left somebody's beverage in there. They caught me both times, which is good, and I was able to give it to them. But I went to Pizza Hut one time, and they gave me a DoorDash pizza bag. So now I was delivering pizzas, but now I can keep them a little hotter. But at first I was just doing DoorDash, and then I got approved for UberEats. And I've been watching different people's videos. So I got brave, and I decided to do UberEats and DoorDash at the same time. Now you have to be careful because you can get overwhelmed. But if you're lucky, you can get pickups in the same area, going in kind of the same direction. I've only had one problem, and that was where I was picking up one order. I got another one from, I think it was Uber. And where I live, it's like 2 different towns, almost the same town, separated by a river. So one of them went on one side of the river, the other one was supposed to go to the other side. So the first one I picked up was the last one I dropped off. And they actually called me, wanted to know what was up with their order because the app wasn't showing anything. And I told her, I said, I'm sorry, I had to pick up another order, and I said, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. And she was fine with that. But she walked out to the car to get her food. I guess she was hungry. But anyway, if you're careful, because sometimes while I'm on 1 or 2 trips, I'll turn down 2 or 3 trips. You can't take everything. Now, when I first started doing this, I took anything that popped up. It didn't matter if it was $2.50 or $3.50. But I got over that, because you'll spend $15, $20 or minutes for $2.50, $3. It's not worth it. If I don't make at least $5 an hour, I figure it's not worth my time. I want to make 20 bucks an hour, so you break that down every 15 minutes, you better be bringing in $5. You got your gas and insurance, wear and tear, and all that. So I'm not going to do this for $8 an hour. They can go get their own food, or somebody else that's more desperate than me can take it. And a lot of times you'll turn down a $3 or $4 order, and a minute later you'll get an $8 or $12 or $15 order. So if you're new to this, don't take every little order that comes along. Be a little bit particular, a little picky. One guy in one of his videos said it doesn't matter what your approval rating is or your acceptance rating. They still send you the orders. And I've done enough of them now that I'm getting priority on hired gigs, and I can DoorDash about any time. It used to be I had to try to schedule, and it was always like 2 to 4 in the morning, 4 to 6 in the morning. It's like, no thank you, not where I live. But now I've done enough gigs, I've got enough reputation built up with DoorDash. They just say, you want to dash now? And I say yes, and I start dashing. And I also will do UberEats, and sometimes I'll throw Walmart in there, because normally with Walmart, they give you a 20-minute leadway, or sometimes 40 minutes before you have to pick the order up. So you could continue doing several other DoorDash, UberEats trips, and then just watch your time, go pick up your Walmart delivery, make another $15, $20, $25, depending on what it is, and then go back to DoorDash and UberEats. Now, one thing I have learned, for myself at least, is I don't like shopping. I've tried it twice. It's stressful. It's time consuming. When I shop for myself, I walk down the aisle, and if I see a bag of chips I like, I grab it. When you're shopping for somebody else, you have to get the right size, the right flavor, the right texture, whether it's ice cream or pizza or chips or peanut butter or milk. Everybody has what they want and don't want. So you spend a lot of time just looking for that particular item. It might be out of stock, and then you have to try to find something else. I myself don't care for it. Now, I just got approved to do shopping for UberEats also. Now, I did that once or twice, and it was easy because I got some Mexican food, and then they wanted me to stop at a grocery store and grab some salsa and some chips. So that was a piece of cake. I did that for an extra $5 or $6, whatever it was. But to go in and spend an hour shopping, meticulously looking up and down the aisles, and then you got to bag it, and you got to take it out to your car, put it in your car, go deliver it, unload it. It's just not for me. I'd rather just go pick it up and deliver it. But to each his own. If you want, try it. You might like it. Some people get into that detailed stuff, but it's just not for me. Now, I think I already mentioned it, but 2 weeks ago, I put in 13 hours, but I made $300. You know, I'm not getting rich, but it's $300 I didn't have. And when it's cold, because normally I like to work on cars, fix them up and sell them, make some money. But when it's 20, 30 degrees, it's just too darn cold outside to do that most of the time, or colder. And when it's colder, more people want you to go get their food or groceries because they don't want to do it. So now that the weather's going to start warming up, maybe I won't drive so much. But it's something to fill in. You can go work for an hour or 2 or 4 hours, make $50, $100, whatever. If you want to dedicate the whole day to it, which I thought about doing again today because it's Friday. I could have made maybe another $200 or $300. But because I'm driving for Roadie and I got 2 trips, I'm going to make almost $200 in a half a day anyway. I'd rather have that easy money. And the one I'm going to pick up right now, they said it fits in the back of a hatchback, which I have. So, trying to think anything else. Walmart, they give you a debit card, if I remember right, and they can just pay you right on there. DoorDash, I think they gave me some kind of a card. Yeah, they gave me a red card, so you can actually use it to buy groceries for people, if I remember right. I haven't done it in a week because I was sick with COVID all last week, and then this week I've been working on vehicles. But if a guy wants to make a little extra money, it's a pretty good way. Like I said, I do DoorDash, UberEats. For Walmart, it's called Spark, S-P-A-R-K, and it's somewhere in DoorDash. And then I found out about Roadie, and it's almost all Home Depot, but I have gotten several offers to deliver medication. And a lot of times it's to a nursing home, rest home, something like that. It's no big deal. Sometimes it's to an individual that just can't get out and about. Anyway, I guess I'll conclude my video. I'm not quite halfway to where I'm going, but I'll pay attention to the road now. Hope this helps somebody out. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. Of course, I'll post this later on when I get home. Put it on YouTube. Won't fit on TikTok. It's going to be too long. Thanks for watching. It's a little different. I have a driveway garage where, like I said, I'm always working on cars. I buy them that don't run or run bad, fix them up, sell them, make sure they're roadworthy. But this just gives me something to do in the meantime. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like. That helps me out. If you want, subscribe. Check out my videos. Y'all have a great day.